It's... oh, almost. Gotta move it over here. It's time for more! This game, Kart Deluxe. Also... that should be better. Okay. I think? Yeah, we can adjust it in post. Oh, there's so much stuff. Hope everyone's doing well. I've actually been chilling. I'm surprised I'm awake as early as I am today. Let's just jump right into 100cc and pull up the randomizer. Looks like it is somewhere. There we go. Starting off with Toadette today. On the circuit special with the off-road wheels. And the Hylian kite, which I don't have. Parachute. I had to reset it 5 times in order to get it. That's crazy. Pretty even all the way across. So yeah, we're just gonna be chilling, doing some 100cc races. Nothing too crazy. I hope everyone's doing well today. I adjusted my mic settings a little bit. I've been rewatching back a lot of the clips that have been made over the past like few weeks, and I think because of the fact that I have to be like quiet in this household, like I need to adjust my mic to account for that. So that's where I'm at right now. This is just drift central right now. But yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm going to turn up the mic just a little bit. That should be good. I'm going to be real, I got nothing done yesterday. I was supposed to, but I was tired and like really needed sleep. And I already was like nervous that I was gonna have to be awake at like, what was it, like 5 in the morning again to like move car stuff and have to deal with that whole shebang. I no longer am on car duty, at least for a little bit. I don't know what changed, but I was asked not to, and then very quickly realized that I do not trust anyone else to move the cars, especially for people already upset with like my car just even being there. No. Oh, I should probably move my PNG. Did that after this race. Just know that I'm about to lap Morton or Roy. Why do I confuse Roy and Morton? I don't even know. Oh no, Roy defeated Lemmy and now is about to defeat Morton. Never mind, they're bullet bill buddies together. Alright, let's move myself. There we go. Yeah, like I'm feeling pretty good today, honestly. Like I woke up at a good time. I actually got like enough rest where I feel honestly like pretty good. I slept a little bit longer than I wanted to because I wanted to get some stuff done this morning. but like I just didn't really want to deal with too much of what was going on. So I was like taking a look at like what. Hold on, actually. Yeah. I forgot I have to tilt that down. Oh. I was like taking a look at my whatever it's called. My list of like stuff I have to do in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And frankly, like we are gonna be chilling for the most part. Because the races are getting faster and faster, I don't see this taking too long. Especially when we like finish all like 200cc. But like I've been doing 200cc in between everything. So like I don't feel super worried or concerned about it. That's mean. Let's go, the banana saved my life. Let's go, saving banana. Dude, the boos just are brutal. Yeah, for the most part, like I feel relaxed and rested today. It sucks that I haven't been able to like really get too much done, but that's what tomorrow is. Like tomorrow is going to be a lot of getting stuff done. And I am excited. I am indeed excited. Just more like when I have like the day off. I think also what threw me off yesterday is Spring hadn't come in early, which I was like, oh yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. And then I realized like how early it was compared to, please don't get me, Blue Shell. How early it was compared to like when I just woke up. I was like, oh, I need to get going like right now. Because I was planning on giving myself like a lot of time to work on scripts and like other plans. And then it all just came crumbling down. But it'll be okay. I think Wednesdays have like become my days of like focusing on getting things done. Mostly because like I do work on Mondays now. So I don't have as much time. I think the Monday, not even just being like thrown off of like working, but also like this week has been a little bit stressful. Not to say that the job's hard or anything at all. I'm not trying to say that at all. Like I still think that the job is super easy. What I'm getting at though is those 3 red shells, crazy. It's more the fact that like I feel like there's more I should be able to do, and I just can't. Like when I got called in to like come into work early yesterday, I was like, oh shoot, did I do something wrong? And it's like, no, you did exactly what you needed to. You just, you know, obviously you don't know all the stuff that closing entails. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying. Well, so. But I mean, like, yesterday went really, really well. What was surprising is that there was just a massive dust storm that, like, showed up out of nowhere. I was, like, wondering why the wind was so fierce. Only to find out, I see. Oh, like, there's a dust storm outside. Well, that's bad. Am I right next to somebody? I was close to somebody. Also, like, I was a little bit like stressed for yesterday too, because I was also still expecting to have to clear out that garage that like has been planned for the past few days. Yeah, still hasn't happened. I think I've given up on trying to help with that. It do be what it is. Yeah, Peach. You can't be in first. It has to be me. Yeah, even after I got back, like last night, I was like, you know what, I'm just super tired. Like I should just do a little bit of like Pal World stuff. Because of the plan coming up. Like that should be fine. And then I'll go get some sleep. Also did watch like a little bit of Dropout TV. I'm holding onto this coin. Big brain strats, by the way. Anyway. Yeah, I finally got back into watching Dropout. I've had like the subscription for a while. So this is gonna suck. There you go. But yeah, like what did I watch? I watched the most recent one, Noisome Makes, for Game Changer. Which that one was pretty funny. The poor PA Kaylin who just gets thrown in. So funny, but was all over the place. I will say though, like the other one I watched, which was Roulette 2, was also like really, really funny. It was just a funny time all around. I just gotta get back and watching all the rest of the Game Changers. I know about like the gist of how Count the Rice works. So I know I have to watch that. Because Doja's been like saying, dude, you gotta watch Count the Rice. Like you absolutely, this is a hit level one. I actually, like, because I was thinking about it while I was watching them. I was like, I wonder if I can come up with, like, my own idea for, like, a Game Changer sort of game, as it were. And there is one that is sitting in my brain. All right, what's our generate today? Pauline! We have played as Pauline. Oh, we got the Blue Falcon. That's nice. Pipe frame. With the Azure Roller. I don't think we have the Azure Roller yet, yeah. We also don't have Bowser Kite. Cyber Slick. No Cyber Slick, but we do have the Paraglider, excuse me. Ancient Tires we do have. What are we looking at? Not too bad. Leaf Clip. Yeah, no, I know. I was thinking about like, oh, what if I had like an idea for like a Game Changer like myself? I don't know. Like I've been thinking about it when I watched Taskmaster, and I need to once again rewatch the British series of it. And then they also have now, I think Australian 3 on there. I think. I just gotta watch more of it, as it were. But I've like had this one that was called Remote Controllable, I think is the pending name that I had. And what the idea was is like you'd have 3 people who their entire purpose is supposed to be guessing what like the twist is. and having to use that to their advantage. While you have, it's similar to like their bingo, the bingo game that they have, where there's 3 sets of people. You have, you essentially take the 3 most strategic-minded people on Dropout, and oh, this is unfortunate. So you take the 3 most like strategic-minded people, and they're the ones who are on the podiums. But then in a second stage, you have people who have remote controls, and they essentially, like, they have to answer a question, and if they answer the question correctly, they can press a button on the remote control, and what that would do is, like, if it's like play or like fast forward, it changes how they have to act, how the first group of people on the podium have to act out a scene. And the third group is the one who are writing the scenes. So, like, they just, the second group of people don't know that the first group of people are like acting stuff out. The third group who's like writing the scenes has to write something to fit the, like, fit a theme. And whoever acts it out the best gets the points for the third group. But the second group is pretty much accidentally messing it up with whatever they're pressing. And if any of them press like skip, it means it skips to, like, it prematurely stops the, like, the performance that's happening. So it's like multiple layers of one group just acting out everything. You have one that's answering questions to access a remote that changes how they're supposed to act out the scene. And then you have the scene writers who their entire goal is writing a good scene, but they're not sure how the points are being scored. What the idea would be is like, like I feel like there would be a better way to do like the actual like end part, but it would have been like whoever figures out the twist is like counted as the winner. And like the entire time, like Simreich is on like a different, like on like a bunch of TVs, so that way he's like not in person, but essentially he's like having things filmed in like different ways to like throw off everybody. I don't know, it was like a pending idea. It was like a random idea I had, because I was like, man, that would be interesting if like you have 3 groups of people who just don't, wow, I'm still here, who like don't know about each other, but they're all essentially controlling each other in different ways. But the big thing is like, they can't, like the third group can't just be like, oh, we're writing a script and someone's acting it out, and that's what's determined. Oh, this is unfortunate. And like, that's it. Because if they say like, that's the twist, and they try to like lock in that as their answer, it won't work, because they're still forgetting about the second group who is controlling the remotes to control what happens in the performance. I don't know. I thought it was like maybe a potentially interesting idea. There'd be a lot of moving parts. And then like the strategic part of my brain also like activated, and I was like, man, what if they did like a whole episode that was just 3 people trying to out-strategize each other in like the craziest ways possible. Like double bluffing and all that fun jazz. Yeah, I think next to my like docket of things to watch for Dropout, I need to watch Count the Rice, and then I do need to watch Don't Make Standards and Practices. That's another one that also looks like it would be pretty funny. Pretty much just gotta rewatch all of like Game Changer stuff. And then obviously rewatching more to make some noise. I need to see, because I did watch Crowd Control when it like first came out. As in like the Game Changer version of Crowd Control, not like the actual one. And I don't know, like Doge has told me that the show version of Crowd Control is really rough to watch because you don't really have too many people who are like you don't have too many people who are like just realized Pauline's like singing. Excuse me. You don't have like too many people who are like super comfortable with like criticizing an audience that they're trying to make laugh. That's what Doge was telling me. It was just like, yeah, the show Crowd Control is kind of rough to watch. Oh, actually, I just mentioned Taskmaster. Taskmaster just had a whole thing. I guess they're doing a live stream, something or other with like a bunch of tasks with like some, I think it's like, UK, content creators, because like they posted something. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And I saw, I think it was somebody that like Cheese has told me about like exists, and I'm like, that's a YouTuber. Oh my gosh, they're having YouTubers on for something. That's interesting. And like I don't know, I feel like it's best to keep it to like comedians, or like, just in my opinion. But who knows, it could be interesting. Also, what up, Jamie? How have I been? I've been chilling for the most part. Nothing really changed, just streaming games and living life as best as one can. My coin has been taken. I think that was a coin. I wasn't paying attention. But hope you've been well. Hope you've been well. As you can see, I've reverted back to PNG state. That's actually something else I wanted to talk about for today. There was so there's like another, it's a reoccurring trend. I feel like it happens every few months or so, where you have like, VTubers like revealing like kind of what they look like IRL. And apparently there's been like a bit of discourse of like, at least in terms of like the female VTubers being like, oh, they're just trying to be as lewd as possible in both IRL and on VTubing. I'm just like, doesn't matter. You're watching them for the VTuber, if anything. Like, I don't think most people care about how people look nowadays IRL, if they're as a VTuber. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But apparently there's been like some weird discords for that. I'm just like, whatever. I know I'm going to have to go through that route, but luckily I'm not going to, well, we'll see. 1,300 coins collected. I think I need 5,000 in this game. I don't remember the specific amount. I'll get there. All right, next randomizer. What do we got? Wendy. Oh, we just locked the Blue Falcon. There's some, we're not kidding. The Hot Monster Reels. I definitely know we don't have the glider because the glider is the gold glider. But it's the Blue Falcon with the ancient tires. And I don't have the gold glider. I do have the wire wing, though. So how's this looking? It's not the greatest. Not the worst thing. I do think we can get through 100cc today before I have to go to work. Let's see. Moo cows! We love the cows. Farmers market craft fairs? Ooh, that's sick. Yo, like making your own. This is something that like I do truly like. So like content wise, right? There's making videos and all that sort of stuff, but I'm like the world's worst editor, so I have to rely on others for that. But like making things physically, because it's kind of in the same vein, but not really. Like carpentry or like sewing things together, crocheting, or like planting, like working on a farm. Like I don't know. I feel like that all that stuff is probably like super rewarding. I had a coworker back when I worked at the laser tag arena, who he was huge into woodworking. And he sold his own desks, he sold his own closets, and he was able to like, I don't remember, I think he did something else after the laser tag arena, like another like, oh, I think he was a pool cleaner. That's what it was. I think he ran his dad's like pool cleaning business, but on the side he made like a whole bunch of like woodworking stuff. I thought it was like the coolest thing. He like made enough to actually like at the time, obviously unheard of right now because the housing market sucks, but like he was able to make enough money to like buy a house with all like by making his own stuff. I don't remember where he was able to source his lumber from, but like remember he was able to get it like super cheap. You make the dye and resin creations. Ooh, that's cool. See, I can't work with woodworking because even if it's like I'm still nervous to go against near like any like, is it raw wood, like logs, lumber? Not only because like splinters, I'm afraid of splinters, but also like my allergies to every tree in the world kind of puts a damper on things a little bit. I actually have considered, so I've been watching a lot of Good Evening War, how are you? Based on a bunch of dots, I'm assuming things might not be that good. No, I've been watching also a lot of Tronics Fix lately, and I used to watch Tronics Fix way back when, Steve from Tronics Fix specific, of course, back when he like beat cancer and everything, was going through chemo. Dude's a goddamn legend. Like, so I still watch a lot of his stuff, and it reminded me of the fact that like I do know how to solder, I do know how to like fix my own games, and like I could actually like fix consoles and stuff. Obviously not as well as like Steve or any of his or any of the like the repair shops out there, which to be fair, not a lot of the repair shops out there seem to be doing that well. Like it did get me wondering like, oh, maybe I should like think about maybe refurbishing some consoles. Like if I were to like fix some consoles and refurbish them, I feel like that'd be cool. Just like as a side thing. Get to work on electronics. Then I feel like I could actually like learn and get better at like building computers and stuff. Please give me a horn. Please give me a horn. No, no horn. Just trying to stay awake. Been a long day, but too early to sleep. Is it too early to sleep? I mean, the time zones, if I know them, is it like... Excuse me, it's like 8 p.m. for you then? I'm assuming? About 9 p.m.? So far into making the things glow in the dark. That's cool. 7 p.m. Okay. I am bad at time zones still. Glow in the dark stuff though is cool. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I know there's like a chemical reaction or something for that, but it's so fun reading both sides of of seeing YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Oh, that's so cool to me. It's funny bringing up sleep because, like, I did talk about the fact earlier that, like, I did feel like I got actual sleep today. So I'm feeling rather refreshed. I need to get some food in my system, but I do feel like rather refreshed. I was talking to one of my coworkers, well, the one coworker I had to work with yesterday, and it's like 3 o'clock p.m. and he's just like, dude, I just want to go to sleep. I'm like, buddy, it's 3 o'clock. Like, work aside, going to sleep at 3 is like probably a terrible idea. Like, you'd probably want to get, like, you could be playing games, you could be watching movies, like, doing anything else. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning a little bit. I'm just hungry right now. But I was so baffled that he was, like, perfectly fine wanting to go to sleep at, Jesus, like 3. Also, I believe that is Jamie now on Twitch. Hello. You have switched sides. I think either that or there's 2 clients. You're not Jamie. Oh my gosh, there's 2 clients. I've been bamboozled. I've been bamboozled. Oh, it's Mina. Mina, you changed your name? Okay. That what are the odds? 2 clients. Well, I guess Jamie's Klein Cow. Glow in the dark is a chemical reaction? Fair. I mean, sweet little bunny in Dutch. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was a little bit confused because I was like, it didn't say first time chatter, but like I've not seen that name before, so maybe Jamie moved over. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Mina. What are the odds? Also, can I just say glow in the dark stuff? Jamie, to respond to that on YouTube. Glow in the dark is just really, really cool. I used to have like those, when I was a kid, I had like the glow in the dark stars in my room. And I think I remember taking a glow stick. It was in like, I think in like a really old house that my parents had. And I just took a glow stick, cracked it, like, or cut it open, and just sprayed all of the goo inside on the walls just to add some flair. I don't think they ever really found out because back then I was very like, hey, no going into my room. And I still am, but they removed all the locks in this house, so, you know, can't do anything there. You found your addiction game. Nice. Already, did that actually work? It worked for a little bit until it didn't. I do remember it working for like a little bit, but that could also be, and I fully will say that this is probably also what happened, is that Kid Kit really thought that it was going to work much longer and just said that it always glowed in the dark. Like, I do, like, the stars I remember were there, but I do remember, like, opening glow sticks, because my parents would buy them every now and again, and I would just, like, throw them on the walls, and was like, this is gonna work great! But I do remember it worked for like a little bit, but obviously like it wasn't gonna last like, well, now I know it's not gonna last too much, but Kid Kit was completely on board. Though to be fair, I also don't remember too much of that house. And then the big house I used to live in, that one, like 6 hours or so. Yeah, tell that to Kid who thought they were infinite. What is Cooking Craze? Is that like, it sounds like a Cooking Mama sort of game, but I could be wrong. Trying to think. There was yeah, because there's Serene House is what I'll call it. That one was like, yeah, I remember throwing the glow sticks on the wall there. And then the house right after that, Bowser Jr. The house after that, I didn't sleep for an entire year. At least, like, if I did sleep, I don't fully remember. But I don't think I did. I still don't have the Hylian Kite. Paper Glider, I do. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Do you know Cooking Fever? I do not. I don't tend to play too many cooking games, to be honest. So for price, you could just get them really cheap at the store. Fair. But no, to finish the good old story about non-sleep house is what I'll call it. I think I've talked about this story like way when I was like younger, or like when I first started streaming. But when I was younger, we lived in like, my parents used to be really rich because of a few things, that we lived in like a giant ass house. And it's the only reason why I would want like a glass room, because I thought it looked really cool. But, oh, please. No! Okay, anyway. My dad decided to show me, what was the movie called? Like Invaders from Mars or something like that. It was like this movie, and like what I vaguely remember is the aliens looked like really cartoony. And they had like a gun that would like, when zap people, it turned them into skeletons. But my dad like said, "Oh, hey Kit, come downstairs right now. There's a news coverage. They found aliens." He didn't tell me this was a movie. He told me that it was a legitimate like press conference sort of thing. And I loved the news, including back then when I was younger. So I like ran downstairs because I was like, "Oh my gosh, aliens. Like that sounds so cool." Only for it to be the scene where the alien like takes out, if I recall correctly, he takes out his ray gun and zaps the entire audience, turning them into skeletons, and some people like explode. To which very young Kit seeing that and being told it was real traumatized me. Straight up. So, what I would used to do is like, I wouldn't sleep like at all. I would refuse to, what a pussy. And what would end up happening is I would hide in my, cause my room had like its own bathroom. I would hide in the bathroom, like every night. Like I put my pillow like right next to the door. And I like, luckily there was like, it was far enough away from like a toilet or anything, so that way it wasn't gonna be disgusting. But like I would like stay like as far and just like lay there, but I would like constantly open the door to check to make sure that there were no aliens. Because like I just was horrified. And I swear that happened for an entire year. Once again, as a kid, it could have been like a few days, but it really felt like it was an entire year of just, oh my gosh, aliens. So, well, let me catch up the chat. Okay, so it sounds like a cooking version of like a match 3 game, but So that seems interesting, Mina. Well, hopefully you're having a lot of fun with it, especially if you're doing well in the tournament. Oh, it's not match 3? Hold on. You know what? This is when I need to pull up my phone and let's see. Let me pull up this. So it's called Cooking Rays. Oh, I see what it is. Oh, okay, it's that game. It's that game. So Jamie, what did you say? Also, Jamie, what you described that you make, like, that's glow in the dark, that sounds sick as hell. If I had money, I would take a few of those. Mini glow in the dark dragons. I'll probably see them glow in the dark and be like, I can't sleep. There's light. Yeah, no, I know what you're referring to because P5X had, or no, Nikkei and P5X had mini games that more or less like copied how that game runs. So yeah, I know what it is now. I know what it is. It's on. It looks like it's on mobile and Steam. But yeah, it's. I don't really know how to describe it. You essentially like take the orders and you have to just like match them as close as you can. Yeah. I've seen. Because Nikkei had the barbecue one, with 5 things of corn, and then Persona had the slushy machine one. So. Yeah. Speaking of Persona, Nikkei plus Persona collab coming out soon. Excitement's in the air. We'll probably figure out or learn more about who it is on Wednesday. I believe it's probably going to be Wednesday. I could be wrong. So the leak is fake. The leak is fake, but the actual, like, there is a collab. Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry, my days are all messed up. Also, hi, Cassie. So there is a leak going around that said that Yukiko from Persona 4 is going to be the character. However, so there's a few Pocopia update also. Exactly. There's so much stuff going on. We're going to be playing Pocopia tomorrow. Don't you worry. We've got so many games lined up for today. For this week. But. So they've been talking about the. So I don't know what to expect with the event. Because, so the Persona event is real, and it's supposed to be 3, 4, and 5. So, but there are so many murmurs about what is going on. So, like, let me break down what's going on with that for those who are Nikkei fans or Persona fans. We know that the entire event is Phantom Thief related, because in Nikkei there is a group that call themselves the Phantom Thieves, because there is a character named Phantom who just got their favorite item, and I just played through it and I thought it was adorable. The problem is, other than Quincy, who's part of the group, everyone else in the group is pretty dumb. Especially, even though Phantom is the leader of them, she's a librarian who has to use spell check on everything. Because reasonably priced. Also, I'm trying to save the money I made for color month bills. But there's next Monday. Nice. Happy early birthday. Yeah, I'm trying to save money to get out of this hellish house. Which I think my first paycheck is coming in soon. which I got my new bank account all set up. So that hopefully goes well. We'll see. But anyway, Persona, sorry. Yeah, so you have... So in Nikke, you have Phantom, Delta, Miranda, and Quincy. And out of those four, Phantom as the librarian is smart, but Phantom is... The Phantom Thief is dumb. Delta is weird. Miranda is really dumb. There's some days I just... Poor Miranda. And then Quincy's the smartest out of all of them. She's just there because she just finds it funny. But apparently, like, from what I'm understanding, based on like the teasers, Miranda's going to be possibly interacting with the Persona 3 cast, which makes sense because that is... Oh, you know what? That actually makes sense. Everyone's in the group is stupid except for Quincy. Quincy is just a criminal who is a kleptomaniac. Who she's like my top 5. So, but what I think is going on is like you have an overarching story that's probably going to feature Phantom because she's the leader of the Phantom Thieves in Nikke. But I think Miranda's going to be working with Persona 3 because if I recall, Persona 3 like has to, like, I haven't played Persona 3, so I don't know too much about it. I just know the characters. Persona 3 is more like kind of police force. Like, they're not exactly a police force, but like they're probably going to be the closest thing to that. Quincy is going to interact with Persona 4 cast, which if Yosuke appears in this event, he's not going to be a playable character, of course, because Nikke. But if Yosuke appears as like just an NPC in the game, I am so excited to see his interactions with Quincy because it's going to be hilarious. But they did just tease Quincy as the one for Persona 4. And then later today, we'll see the Persona 5 teaser, which process of elimination is probably going to be Delta. Because Delta, her focus is ninjutsu. So it probably will be Delta and Phantom for that one. Hello, Lottie. Congrats on the 35 stream streak on Twitch. But what's being theorized right now, though, is there's also... Oop, I moved my mouse too far. Sorry. That was weird. Chocolate chip cookie day. That's cool. So, if it's one character per series, it's very likely that any Resi news? Do you mean Resident Evil news? I don't know about any Resident Evil news. Nikke and Resident Evil though did a collab. That was interesting. Where Ada interacts with Sixo, which is interesting. Yeah, no, I don't know about any Resident Evil news. We're talking about like Nikke across Persona, so. Let me see. So if it is one character per, it's probably going to be all the robot themed characters. Which 3 and 4 do have robot characters, but 4's robot character is like a side character, like she's not featured in the main game, so I don't know if I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. And then who did I say for 5? I don't remember who they would be 5. I don't know if they're gonna include Persona X. See, that's the thing, is originally we were thinking that it was gonna be one character per game. And it's like, what game or what character are you gonna choose if you do one per each, right? But now that we're getting like some more news, sorry, I have to play as the me. All right, we'll play as Zaranaso. What in the heck? I'll be a cow. Sorry, I saw the cow. That is where we go with. I don't have that. So Triforce tires. Sorry, we interrupt your regularly scheduled talk about stuff to do this. Bitty buggy. All right, cool. How do you get that? I have no idea. I have no idea. You got the Switch to his early birthday present? Nice. I'm sorry to hear that the Funko Pop's missing, Lottie. 2 million people have wishes to code Veronica? Nice. So, originally people... Sorry, I know I'm repeating myself. What up, Spring? It is Mario Kart. I don't know why I drifted the wrong way. And the cow, exactly. So, originally we thought it was probably one each. Spring being here while we're talking about Nikke is hilarious. I don't know. I still believe it's going to be one per, and whoever they choose from each game, they're probably going to have to be very particular about who it is. You haven't summoned, apparently. But I'm starting to kind of lead toward the theory that it's going to be 3 characters from each game. It's def 1 per, I know, but there's still the theory going around that it's going to be 3 per, and I would be so... What if it's like a group? What if it's just like instead of it's just one character, it's like a group of multiple of the characters just like as a bunch? That would be hilarious. So you get like 3 characters for just one. 9 characters make me broke. I'd better use those tickets. They want eggs and toast for a pancake restaurant? That'd be sick. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what they would do, because you have so many, like, good characters from each of the games. So if you just pick one, you immediately are isolating the rest of, the fan base who likes some of the different characters. Like, if you choose, say, like, there's the leak going around that Yukiko is one of those, right? So, like, let's say you choose Yukiko, then you have, like, the Naoto and, like, Chie fans that, like, they're just, like, gone. Or for, like, 5, let's say you choose On, then you have the Makoto and probably, like, Haru fans. I'm not including, like, the people, like, over who, like, Futaba and Rize, because they don't tend to be active, like, participants, but yeah. Those tickets are for anniversary, that's fair. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see, but I do. So it's funny with bringing up Persona X as well. I do want to get back into playing some Persona stuff, and I do want to do the mod for the PC version of Persona 5 Royal. So, talk to me. Imagine if they had talked to me. You're talking about the doctor, right? I mean, right now, oh my gosh, sorry, I guess this is now turned into a Persona talking stream. Let's be real, if you're here because you want to watch me dressed up as a cow drive through Sherbertland, I think you've come to the wrong stream. This is just pretty much chatting for 4 hours before I go to work. Which also, Spring, where the heck did that dust storm come from yesterday? That was terrifying. But hilarious, because I didn't realize how, like, the wind... Oh, so yeah. There's a Nikke mod for P5R. Yeah, no, once again, there's a lot of mods I want to try out. Lurking and listening most of the time. Man, that's fair. That is fair. Listen, lurking, perfectly fine. I do it in a lot of streams as well. It's mostly, though, because nowadays I just feel awful when I talk in a stream. As I've learned recently, I'm pretty sure I'm no longer included in a community. I probably did something wrong. I just don't know what, so. Should we check my card? I don't know if it's a two-way collab, Blossy. Right now it's just Nikkei, but you never know. They could add more. No, but I've been really wanting to play more Persona. I know Doge really wants to finish P5R, but I need to move out so that way I have space to actually use my PS5. So that way we can finish the game. Once again, the goal is to get there. There's so much stuff going on. Ow. But yeah, no, I just lurk nowadays in live streams. I'm just everywhere. But oh, there's the Kazumi mod for P5R and PC that I want to play through, which is just a completely different game. And then you know about the Nikkei mods for PC version of P5R? Like, once again, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. There's a lot of videos to be made. Oh, a new clip from Sparks, a new short from Sparks is going to be out before I go to work today. I told Sparks I would do it yesterday, and then I forgot because I went to work early. But yeah, Sparks has a new clip that they finished, so I will be uploading that in a bit. And then Derpy said that they're working on the weekly highlight stuff. So yeah. As far as like the actual 100% series, yeah, the actual 100% series stuff that I want to do, they're, once again, I gotta work on the scripts for that, so that way I have those like all set to go. Just know I'm playing the new Fire Emblem. When does the new Fire Emblem come out, by the way? I did see that there was news for Fortune's Weave recently. The amount of ideas that I have are insane. There was a direct today, okay. That song. The wall ride in this game? Oh yeah, wall riding's a thing in World, isn't it? I've never played World yet, but we'll get there. Once again, lots and lots of games to play and stream. Once again, if you're on the Discord though, please recommend more games to stream. I am doing my best to get through as many as possible. Yeah, I picked one from Blossy, I picked one from Hell, I picked one from Cry, I think and then technically I picked 3 for more, but they're all the same series, so like, that's fine. Yeah, once again, a lot of big plans, a lot of things to do. I am just down to stream whatever game. The 17th of September for Fire Emblem? That's right, it's the day before I have to fly out, so I won't be playing it when it comes out. I will be probably streaming it once I get back. Yeah. Which I'm really hoping that I think I was told that we get paid today, or like it comes through, but with the the new bank account stuff that I have set up because of the sheer absurdity of my living situation, I'm hoping that it got set up in time and did fine. Also, I found, like, I just got an email today. Spring, Spring, this is just so funny to me. I got an email today saying your onboarding documents are ready, and then at the same time, your onboarding documents are late. Please finish before we can pay you. And I'm like, okay. That... Sure? Like, why weren't they sent immediately? But... Oh, it was so funny to see. I was like, what? It's like, why are you sending them now? You know, I've already worked for like a week and a bit. There's so many games. Obviously, there's Splatoon Raiders. I just want to be like clear about like kind of what's going on too. Obviously, I want to have shorts and stuff like all like ready to go. I'm hoping to get like some actual like longer form videos. It's not just like weekly highlights, like set up and ready to go. Before I end up going to Doja's wedding. I'm just hoping that I have enough money to do all of that in time. Like, I think with this paycheck, I'm not spending anything from it because it's just going to go to bills. But then the next paycheck theoretically should be for all of the costs of like flying out there and then getting a room for 2 days. Because I'm literally, what is it? I'm flying in on the first day, chilling in the hotel for like the entire time. I'm probably just going to be on my Switch playing whatever. And then the next day is the wedding, to where I go to the wedding, have dinner and everything, and then get back on the plane home at like 10, 11. Next one, by the way, is Baby Rosalina, according to the randomizer. We got the flower, finally! Standard ATV. And then, do I have the leaf tires? I do not. I don't have the gold tires, but I have the parafoil. Metal tires. Yeah, cool. Oh, not too bad. There's so much going on. Like, so what I'm hoping is after the wedding stuff and like kind of getting that all back on track, I should just be like really focusing on just getting out of the house next, while also simultaneously focusing on streams and content. I think the biggest thing, just for my mental sake, is getting out of the house. But since we are once again pivoting more to to trying to grow the community and make this more of like a full-time thing than just hobby part, it's so mean, boo. So that's what I'm like trying to aim for. Like I'm kind of just more so focusing on getting out of the house, because that at least will probably make the streams a little bit more enjoyable and the ideas to flow better, because I'm not having to deal with getting yelled at every single day. It is like bad here. Like it's like, oh, has anything worse happened? It's like, yep. What's the next step? Like, I think it's kind of amusing, but like kind of just bleh when you think about it. Where like for the 3 years that I lived with Doge, right? Everybody was like so excited, including myself, right? Because like I was in a happier area, things are going well, and like life like was actually going really well for Kit. Sure, I was still dealing with like the debt stuff, but right now, like everything was just fine. But then moved back because of just a mix of the job market and everything that happened at the dental office, that now it's like the conversation has switched to Kit is being mentally traumatized every single day. You need to get out of there again. Like even like obviously I know Spring and him and I are working together now. But some of my old coworkers and friends who like found out that I've moved back, they're just like, "Oh, are you living in a place on your own back in Arizona now?" And I'm just like, "Nope, back with family due to financial strife." And they're like, "Oh no." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know it's bad when even people I haven't talked to in years are like, you're living with family again. This is the worst case scenario. You need to get out of there." It's actually funny, even before I started streaming today, I was messaging one of my old coworkers, and she's just like, "You need to do everything you can to get out of the house." I'm like, "Yep, I'm aware. I am very much aware." I'm in a different place. Nice. Yeah, I forgot. Switch 2 does have the voice chat stuff now, right? Because there's like the face cam sort of thing that they do in voice chat. I probably won't be using it ever. This is the worst I've ever done in this map. I'm just playing bad. It's weird getting like used to your voice, I would say. Like to your own voice. As somebody who's streamed, you know, for 7-8 plus years, and even like listening back to the clips, once again, like I listen back to the clips and I'm like, okay, do I need to be louder? Do I need to adjust this? Like, what do I need to do? And like I've never really liked my voice too much. I like doing different voices, but like no like personal voice. I'm like, it's okay. But then you have, you know, people come into chat and regulars being like, "Man, I love going to a Kit stream because it helps me sleep because his voice is so soothing." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." But you know, what is it? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder and all that, right? So like you might not think that your voice is great, and then somebody else might find it amazing. So. Nice, congrats, Bina. Your voice is pretty soothing. See, I mean, listen, I just talk. That's all I do. I talk about random things. Listen, I live and die by the notion of just talk like the world's watching, right? You know, I was so proud of Sparks yesterday. Sorry, side note, but this is like kind of in relation to what I'm just talking about. Sparks was streaming AI the Somnium Files yesterday, and I posted it on the Discord because listen, Sparks deserves all the support, right? And like the advice I gave, like I give it to everybody. You know, you might not feel like confident with like streaming and stuff, and you might be like dissuaded if you're only getting like one viewer or something. once again, hide your viewer count. Doesn't matter if there's no one in chat. You got to talk like the world's watching, because if you can't do that, even while streaming, you're going to really struggle when you start having actual like viewers, right? And Sparks was doing great with AI the Summoning Files, talking about things, going along with the game, laughing along to the jokes, just having a good time and being there in the moment. And I was very, very happy and proud of Sparks for just enjoying the stream as it was. I was lurking the entire time. As in, I even had my phone like slightly on in my pocket, just so that way Sparks like would also just be able to have more people. Ow. So like once again, I always recommend this to anybody who's getting into streaming. You just talk like the world is watching, and by the point then that you end up getting viewers and getting like consistent regulars, you're just gonna be chilling. You're just gonna be chilling, and you're gonna feel so much more comfortable talking to multiple people. Heck, once again, I live and die by that, and I'm already talking to 2 chats. I'm talking to a YouTube chat, and I'm talking to a Twitch chat. And also, I think is that Randall Shutt? I think it's Randall. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to Kit Party. Enjoy your follower modes. How's it going? Like, it takes a lot of practice, obviously, and not everyone can talk to like 2, let alone like 1 chat. But once again, I think my experience when I used to be working for a laser tag arena, like when I worked for a laser tag arena, man, that really helped out a bunch. If a boo steals my blue shell, or, well, lightning did that, that's fine. I'm not playing multiplayer, Randall. Pretty please? Nope. I am not playing multiplayer, and I am not joining a random Discord. Also, I don't know why you're saying you a bunch. I'm just playing this game single player. I'm just 100%ing it so I can move on to something else. Apologies. Side note, where the game? Hey, being chaotic is so much fun, Jamie. I mean, you've been with the community for a while, probably since the beginning. You're probably one of the longest subbed people on YouTube. Wow, that green shell. Good job, whoever fired that green shell. So, like, you've seen the chaos that I end up going through. You just gotta, once again, have fun with the games. I can't scream, though, in this house and, like, be crazy. So, you know. That's just the entire gist there. I'm just a chaotic individual, and then, once again, once I move out again, it's gonna be back to more chaos. It's gonna be a great time. Chaos is great. But also, it's so funny seeing people play with Sparks for the first time and then having to get used to the Sparks screams that happen. It's a great time. Also, thank you, Cassie. Yeah, just a reminder for everybody. I know because the YouTube chat is the weird one a lot of the time, because there's a lot of people who end up, for some reason, watching on YouTube, but they're not subbed. So they're probably really confused why they can't talk in chat. If you're finding out that you're not able to talk in chat on YouTube, it's because it's sub-only mode. And I am not playing multiplayer at all for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or really like majority of the games that I'll be streaming on the Switch, or the Switch 2. Reason being is because I just don't have any interest in it, and I've already played that song and dance of doing specific multiplayer stuff for a long period of time. I used to be a Splatoon 2 streamer, and we did a whole bunch of multiplayer things. Nowadays, I don't really have too much of an interest unless I'm playing with friends, because it's just been I'm not going to say universally a horrible experience. It's just been a really annoying experience. So, Pink Shy Guy for this time around. And we got the leaf tires, which I needed last time. Cool. I think I have actually everything for this build. It's the Streetle with the Triforce tires and then the paraglider. It's okay. Yeah, you could do a pin message, Cassie. If you don't mind doing a pin message on both YouTube and Twitch, I'd appreciate that. I don't think you've heard my voice before. No, you have not. I have not. Yeah, after a lot of, so I guess that's also something to discuss because it's been more of a new thing. I don't know. I kind of have been a lot in my own head when it comes to like collab and like multiplayer stuff recently. For quite a few reasons. Ow. I don't know how to pin on YouTube. It's the same thing. So you post the message, and then when you right click on, when you click the 3 dots next to the YouTube message, it will say pin. So yeah, you'll just type like the regular message, and then yeah, it'll be on there. So let's kind of go back. Obviously, I started off as a Splatoon 2 streamer, and that's how quite a few people in the chat know me. Is when I stream Splatoon with a whole bunch of other creators. Doing those streams with those other creators and doing the multiplayer stuff with those creators, obviously a really, really fun time, and I would not change anything about that, including the downs. Like you always have to have the ups and downs. We did and I never would play custom games at all because I told everyone it's a waste of time, and I still stand by that. That being said, what would become the Splatoon 2, like the regular games that people would join in on, and then Splatoon 3 would have like a similar issue where people would just give up when playing. People wouldn't try. Like, I'd be trying to like rank up the flags and everything on all the Splatoon 2 weapons and stuff, and like I would realize that there would be viewers who like would join in because I was trying to be friendly and invite people, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, I'm just gonna spin around because I'm gonna screw over the streamer. Like, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And then with Mario Kart, it's just a bunch of kids. And then you have a bunch of kids just start complaining about the fact that they're being beaten in Mario Kart. And it was just like, yeah, and once again, this is not everybody. I would like to make it very clear. This is not that every single person who joined in did this. But, like, there were people who did actually play. Like, Jamie, I know you played, Cassie played, Sparks played. A lot of people from the past did end up playing. But there was just a lot of people who would come in. They would be there for maybe, like, 2-3 streams. And then just screw around. But for Mario Kart had the issue of just like if I did play with like random viewers, you would just have people being like, why are you winning every time? Why are you winning? I'm like, I'm streaming and I'm playing the game and I'm actually pretty decent at Mario Kart. So how long to pin it for? You can pin it indefinitely, Cassie. You should be able to pin it indefinitely, so that way once the stream's over, I can actually just delete it myself. Yeah, so I've been really like reluctant to join like do multiplayer stuff nowadays. And I know I'm gonna have to go back to play like Splatoon 2 because we're 100%ing the campaign and everything again, and then same thing for Splatoon 3. Splatoon 1, since I don't have my Wii U set up, we can't exactly do that, but like once again, I'm trying to work on all that stuff. However, collabs, I don't know if I'm ever going to feel, other than with like Neko, I don't know if I'm ever going to be collabing with more people, other than like, I guess, Neko and Lottie. The stream ends, it goes away automatically. It probably does, but I'll just double check it. I don't know what it is, but like I feel like I'm on like the shit list of everybody recently. I don't even know. not everybody, excuse me. So, I've been wanting to try to like set up some more collabs of just like playing, like, once again, I don't need it to be like Dead by Daylight or like an archipelago or something. I just want to just play games with other people is really all it is. And obviously I've known Neko for a long time, so like Neko and I have some collab plans coming up. Lottie, we're finishing Resident Evil 5. I don't know if we have anything planned after that, but I'm sure we will figure out something there. But like anybody else that I've like tried to reach out to collab with, I am just met with like the coldest of shoulders lately. And I think I've done something wrong. I don't know what I've done, but like it's starting to like get to me. I say starting, let's be real, it's been something that's like been on my mind for a while. Just like, man, what, like no one wants to collab with anything? And like originally, way back when, I was like, oh, it's probably because like no one really wants to play Dead by Daylight with me. That's fair. I'm a sweat when we play Dead by Daylight, and like I kind of don't make the game fun for a lot of people. I get that, so like Dead by Daylight would be off the table in that aspect. Completely understandable. But like I wanted to try to find somebody. I think Neko said that they've already played like It Takes Two and like Split Fiction. So like, oh, maybe somebody else would want to play that. And then lo and behold, like just no responses. Heck, I tried before Pasta quit streaming. Like, I even tried reaching out to Pasta and be like, yo, do you want to do like a race in Super Mario Galaxy? Or like some like a Mario like marathon or something. And then Pasta quit streaming. So which, yeah, that whole debacle is just rough. But I second multiplayer games. So you don't need to be, I looked at chat, I apologize. You don't need to be great at multiplayer games. Dead by Daylight's the only one where I'm very much like, you might want to be like somewhat decent at the game. Especially like, the DVD would probably be the outcome, to be fair. Here's the thing with DVD, and I've said it before, but I think it bears repeating. I need to be more selective on who joins for DVD and what we do in DVD. Like, no! Don't do it! Stop! Please! That was a joke, by the way. I figured. You don't have the prompt to pin? I can do it. There we go. Thank you, Cassie. So DBD, let me start this off by saying this is not meant to be antagonistic or mean to people that we've been playing with recently. This is just how DBD is and why it's very rough. So DBD's MMR is such a weird enigma that it's just hard to figure out like who you're gonna play against. And I think that playing the Chaos Shuffle mode that's been going on right now, I think playing the Chaos Shuffle mode with Sparks and Soups was a mistake, and we should have just played the regular mode. We absolutely should have just played the regular mode, and that's a fault on me. And that's because like the Chaos Shuffle mode is very much you have to like know all of the perks to make sure you're like not dead in the water. And because the game is very like, at least Chaos Shuffle is very killer sided, if you're gonna have any chance, you need to know what your perks are. And I think a mode like that and playing with people who don't play the game as much, like Sparks and Soups, I think it just made it not fun for them, and in turn it was making me get more agitated because like while I know every single perk like in the back of my hand, they don't. So it's a mix of like, you know, you got invited to a party, nice. Derpy has done like a lot of research, so that's why like he was fine there. Look for a bit. Sounds good, Mina. Thank you. Always a pleasure talking with you. But like it was very apparent. So Neko and I played some DVD before I went to work yesterday, and the night and day difference between playing with somebody who knows like all the perks in Chaos Shuffle and knows how to use them to people who have to like teach like right in the middle of it. It's so different, and it makes the game just a lot better. We did have randoms who obviously didn't know what they were doing, but I still like, it was still like a fun time. So I think we should have, I think I'm going to try to stick to keep to doing like solo, or stick to like, if I'm having people join, keeping it to be the, whatever it's called. Keeping it to be like just the main game mode, unless there's 2v8. If 2v8's going on, then that one you don't need to be good at the game at all. Like that one we can just easily do and it'll be a great time. I don't have the Wiggler. Okay, well I guess I don't have the Wiggler. Sponge Wheels though I do have. And then this one. I still don't have the Wiggler. Sports Q. That's not this, is it? No. I don't have the sports queue. Okay. Standard cart. That's fine. Yeah, no, so there was quite a few times during Splatfest I did bump into viewers of the stream back in the Splatoon 2 days. It's always fun when that happened. I have not played a Splatoon Splatfest though since some Splatoon 3 stuff. It's interesting to see how much times have changed. Like I feel like I've definitely changed more in terms of how I think I've definitely changed in terms of more of who I would like to be part of the community. Like I feel like even though I really should just be like, yeah, everyone be part of the community, hip hip hooray and thumbs up and all that jazz. I think nowadays I'm just a lot more picky. Like back during Splatoon 2, because I guess I was like not really focusing on like growth too much and I was just like fine with whoever joined. I think I like really didn't care who like would join the streams at all, right? Like if it was a kid who wanted to play Splatoon 2, I was always like, yeah, whatever, join in, that's fine. Same with like Mario Kart or like some of the other games that I would play. But then I think as I've like started, the more I've streamed, the more I've been like, I just want to have like, if you're think you're really bad at chatting and like are going to just aggravate me, then feel free to lurk. Like, that's fine. Like, but if you can follow like proper viewer etiquette and hold a conversation and not just try to like be an idiot, like, then we'll be fine. But I think I've been so, and I'm trying not to. I really am trying not to be antagonistic to people. I think I can't help it recently because I just can't stand stupidity anymore. Like, I think in the past I was more like, oh, if you're like being stupid or something, that's fine. We can like work through it and like we can talk through like why it's stupid, and like people would listen and get better. But, and it's been very constant for like the past year or so. We'll get once again, I want to make it very well known. I'm not trying to do like hyperbole and be like every single new person's been like this. Like, it's very clearly not every single new person. It's just been a very large amount of people who just do not understand the concept of viewer etiquette and don't understand like how things work. And I think I came to the conclusion that you just can't fix stupid a lot of the time. Once again, not to say that like everybody is stupid and whatnot. It's more the fact that there's just been a lot of people that like will join the stream and just completely just either ignore rules, or they will like think that they're above the stream. And I think more recently, it's been dawning on me that I think it's because I'm a smaller streamer, and I'm wondering if, because I don't really interact with other like small streamers a lot of the time. I can't believe I dodged the red shell only to get hit by a banana that was just clearly in front of me. All right, whatever. Oop, that's bad. Hold on. Remind me tomorrow, please. Also, let me take a drink. Good old monster. It was my laptop. My laptop was like, I think I'm gonna restart right now, and I'm like, no, I need you to record footage, and if you decide to restart right now, I lose all of that footage. So please don't do that. So I think there's a thing going on. And once again, I don't watch any like too many other like small streamers unless like I know them or like I've befriended them, right? But is there been like a notion where viewers or new viewers, like they watch a stream, they see that it's a small like streamer who like maybe doesn't have like a lot of views or something, and they think that they can just march in there and do whatever they want because the small streamer must be desperate for views, so they'll let anything happen? Like, is that like the mindset that's going on recently? I don't know. But it very much feels like that's the case lately when it's been like, once again, specifically Pacopia and Dead by Daylight has been having this happen a lot. Where we just have people come in and their thought process is, we get a chill regular though, and you definitely get the chill regulars. Once again, we have like, recently we got Titled, who joined in on the DVD streams and has been super chill. Obviously Hell's been super chill. There's a viewer who's no longer part of the community. They started off chill and then they became psychotic, so you know that had to be dealt with, which I don't understand how you go from the polar opposites of things. But like Pacopia, we did have like the issue of people being like, come to my cloud island. And then I think, was it Ray or Dory? One of the two messaged me saying that there's been someone going around like convincing people to let them into their islands to quote unquote explore. And all they do is just destroy and like grief the entire island. And it's just like, okay, but why would you just let some random fucker into your world? Like, no. But apparently there's some people who are so desperate to like befriend the viewers that they decide to just do the most dumb stuff. How do they get permission to mess with it? What I imagine happens, Cassie, is that the person says, hey, I can help, like, fix, like, build up your island, you want to work together, and dumb person who just wants the viewer to be pleased and stuff is like, yeah, we can work together, and then just lets the permissions go. Like I double check my permissions after one. Yeah. We kept asking the streamer to do things the streamer doesn't want to do. It does get annoying. Oh, it absolutely does get annoying, Jamie. And that's like the crazy thing is like, but here's the thing. I think the reason for that, let's go back to that topic first, which is like some viewers think that they can boss around the smaller streamers. If you do not have a spine as a smaller streamer, that you think that you just have to appease every single viewer that like joins the stream, streaming's not for you. I'm telling you that right now, streaming is not for you if you think you have to bend to the whim of some random person on the internet. There are, like, what, 6 billion people on Earth, and on Twitch, there's, like, about a million plus people, or, like 10 million plus people who watch and stuff. One person is not going to make or break your stream. And people need to understand that. You cannot be that desperate for viewers to let idiots run over you, because then you become the idiot. And I'm very much in that camp of, like, hey, if somebody's super chill and like you befriend them over like a long period of time and whatnot, then cool. But if you are, you know, streaming for the first time and you see this new viewer and this new viewer is saying, hey, can you like, I'll be a regular if you make like ASMR like freaking mukbang noises with your lips. Like, if you do that, you just got baited because that person now has like a power trip over you. So like, you just need to, yeah, no, if you hear the word I'll be a regular if, don't listen. They have no loyalty to you. They just want to make you look like a fool. But I think that's what's going on with a lot of smaller streamers. I think that there is a desperation for people that want to grow, so they'll do anything if it means that a viewer will watch them. So if a viewer decides to say, hey, you know, I know that you're a VTuber, but if you show me your feet, like, I'll be a regular. Like, no, have some fucking pride in yourself. But I do legitimately think that there's probably smaller streamers out there, and I think it's unfortunately a lot of them will just do whatever it takes to get the view. It's why, like, I think I'm one of the very few people who has my whole no idiots allowed clause, is what I would call it. Like, if you think that you're gonna power trip over me because I'm gonna be desperate for a view, I don't want your view. Thanks for the view for the brief time you were here. You don't need to sub, you don't need to follow, like, just have a good day. Move on to somebody else who's more gullible. So, yeah, no, and once again, if you've been around the streams even recently, like, you've heard my general responses to people like that. Like, once again, we had a viewer who thought they were above the rules and gloated about it, to which I timed them out, and then they're like, I might not be above the rules, but, and then as soon as they said but, I banned them. Like, you're just being stupid. You don't have power. Like, only the streamer has power on their own stream. Dude, Baby Rosalina again. Apparently Baby Rosalina is like the popular one. Hey, we got the Bowser kite. Oh, I have all these. Standard cart still. The roller wheels with the tinfoil, or the parafoil. So let me just see. Oh my gosh, our speed is gonna be terrible. Nope, not that one. This one. I streamed a tad, not the tech savvy. And once again, like, if you're new to streaming, feel free to ask me any questions. I've been streaming long enough, like, once again, I'm very in tune with how streaming works. The only problem at the end of the day is that I just never really cared about growing the community, which is now a more like a bigger thing that I want to do. Hence why I'm trying to pivot to like edited content and stuff, even though, as Spring and I have discussed numerous times, I don't have the skills to edit, so I need to hire people for that. Which, once again, huge kudos to Derpy and Sparks. Derpy editing weekly highlight stuff that hopefully will be out soon, and Sparks, who's editing clips, which there's another clip that will be released later today. If I could just get somebody to like help me edit the 100% videos, though, then I think we'll be set. Because I really want to do more like 100% sort of videos, so. But yeah, but if you're like new to streaming and you just want help with things, like feel free to just message me or like ask me on Discord. Like, you don't need to add me as a friend on Discord. As stated, I'm very much no longer adding people as friends on Discord. But, you know, if I'm already your friend on Discord, feel free to ask me. And if you're new to the community and it's like, hey, I want to get into streaming, where do I start? Just ask in the Discord in general. There's myself, and there's also a few other people who stream who we can all give you advice. It's not hard to start, and like I said, the big thing is you just gotta talk and stream like the world's watching. Even if your chat's dead, even if nobody in your chat is talking for like the first 5-6 months you're streaming, you don't have a single viewer. Don't give up, first off. Just enjoy the time that you have with streaming, first and foremost. But secondly, as long as you chat like the world's watching, people will show up. I like to remind everybody that like I didn't even have any like real life friends who watched my streams. Heck, so to get Doge to watch my streams, it just takes like a Herculean effort to get him to watch my streams sometimes. So like most of my long-term friends don't watch my streams, but that didn't dissuade me. That didn't stop me from watching the streams, right? Or from streaming. I still stuck to it and still kept going. And I think the closest I got was really the Blazes community supporting the streams for a bit, and then it became my own thing. And I do have an international audience. That's true. And once again, because I stream at different times, like, I do have an international audience. I think we're at like a 50-50 split by this point. So, hold on. I'm missing some chat stuff. Also, exactly what Jamie said on YouTube. I'll just read it out again, just for those who don't see it on the stream. We all need to be ourselves, and if people like you, that's cool. And if they don't, to be a total jerk towards you, they're not worth the time of day. Exactly. Like I said, if you can hold a conversation and you can understand that, you know, whatever I'm talking about is kind of what the conversation is, and you're not trying to create your own conversation, like, we're gonna get along just fine. But if you like join in and I'm talking about, like, let's just say Mario Kart, for example, because that's what I'm playing. Let's say I'm talking about Mario Kart and you come in and you're talking about like unperturbed, right? Like, we're talking completely out of left field. I'm not asking, like, I didn't even ask, how are you doing? I didn't ask, hey, what are you playing? How's that going? You just come in and just be like, yeah, I've been playing Stick Fight Adventures on Stick Page. That's a great game that you should play. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Like, it says like first time chatter on Twitch, and it's like, there's this random game you're talking about. Like, what are you talking about? But once again, the conversation absolutely opens up if I'm like, oh, welcome to the stream. What are you playing, Mario Kart right now, or what are you playing? Oh, I'm playing Stick Fight on this website. Oh, cool. How's that been going? Like, once again, Stick Fight Adventure, I just came up with it. I don't know why. My brain just came up with, like, I was thinking of stickpage.com. I don't know if that still exists. But it was like a whole stick figure website that I played when I was like in middle school. But it's just a random thing that I just came up with, Blossy. Don't think too much into it. Yeah, if I open up the conversation, like mid-conversation, I'm like, okay, we're just, you know, Mario Kart. Man, I wish I got this card instead. Oh, you know, you've been playing, welcome to the stream. How's it going? You've been playing Stick Fight Adventure. How's that been going? Man, as far as like Mario Kart goes, like I'll go back and forth. I was wondering if he was referring to Order of the Stick. Nah, I just literally came up with random things. Also, Jigsaw, I did see you say that you don't think you could do a one monitor thing for streaming. You absolutely can. It is difficult, and you need, if you want to do a one monitor stream, don't feel like you need to be restricted and you have to have 2 monitors to stream. 2 monitors absolutely helps, but if you're doing a 1 monitor stream, that is perfectly fine. Just, you're gonna have your OBS or XSplit or whatever you want to use with all the processes I mentioned. Yeah, it just, all it's gonna do is just limit the games that you can really play. But as long as you adjust your settings properly, you should be okay. Like, all you have to do is really just, I don't know if anyone's like seen, there'll be like clips of people who like, they don't realize that someone's standing behind them or something in like a clip, or they're like streaming and like something's going on in the background that they just don't seem to be privy to. It's probably because they have like OBS or like something hidden behind like a monitor. And if you're worried about your computer handling it, like, just make, like, once again, you're just gonna have to lower your settings, and your streams might not look the greatest, but you still can stream. Like, you just get your one monitor, you open up OBS, you don't need to have fancy transitions or, like, graphics or anything, just post the gameplay capture right on OBS. If you want to do face cam, cool. Add your face cam somewhere. PNG somewhere. Just audio only, perfectly fine. Just plop the game, whatever else there, and then just stream. Once again, if your computer can't handle it, then you might need to like lower the processes, like lower, oh my gosh, lower the graphics, like how good the game looks. But some of those sacrifices are needed until you just get better gear. That's all it is. Yeah, the only thing that you really need to be aware of is like if your internet can handle it, your bandwidth. That's really it. But you don't really need to have that one. No problem. Doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt. I might be one of the only, because like, once again, I've been hearing for that, like, that Streamer University or like all that sort of stuff that was going on. I don't know if it still exists, but there was like this whole thing, there was people dissuading others from streaming and saying like, you'll never make it big, so like, what's the point? And it goes back to the thing I've said for years and years and years. You stream because it's a hobby and it's fun. I've met so many amazing people through streaming, right? Content creators and viewers alike. I have met so many amazing people that I never would have if I didn't stream, right? And once again, that was just me doing this as a hobby, right? Like, if you're hoping to make it big, then you have to change like your perception on what you need to do as a streamer. And once again, that is something that I've not done for years, and only now am I like really being like, you know what, I really want to like grow the community and stuff. So we're gonna play some more Switch games, and I need to make content come out. It's like, there's so much stuff. It doesn't have to be a competition, but you will hear that the bigger content creators Not all of them, well, of course. Like, it's never everybody. But you'll hear that there's a lot of them that are like, hey, no, you don't get into streaming, you know? It's not for everybody, and it absolutely isn't for everybody, I get that. But it's also like, you could just stream to have fun. You don't need to be the biggest ever. You could stream for 20 plus years and have 100 followers. That's fine. You've enjoyed every second of the 20 years you've streamed? Amazing. That's awesome. And plus, like, if you have your VODs saved to YouTube and stuff, you at least have a log, and, you know, if and when YouTube inevitably, like, has to go down, and, like, you know, the entire, like, years of history are going to be, like, forgotten, there's going to be a warning, and then you can at least, like, download your old videos and stuff if you really want to, like, retain them, you know? Yeah, and as Jigsaw, as you just said, you had an interest in trying any percent and, you know, giving that a shot? Go for it. Just have fun with it. This is the thing that, like, I told Pasta, and I'm gonna reference Pasta now because, like, they don't stream anymore. Like, I told Pasta in our discussion because they didn't think it was worth it because no one was, like, chatting and no one was coming to their streams. And I'm just like, dude, so what? If no one's coming to the streams, like, that's not going to be on you. That's called the algorithm. And, like, there are a lot of things that you gotta... That was so weird. Sorry, side note. The stream and the Elgato 4K capture, that, once again, I need to get a better capture card as well to make the streams better, in my end. That one was perfectly on time, but the game was lagging. That was weird. Okay, now it's fixed. Now I believe the stream has the 0.5 delay. That was so bizarre. I was like, man, the game is lagging. But no, we're good now, we're good. That's decent. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a new capture card so that way the streams are a lot more smooth for y'all. But like that's, you know, once I have money in the future. Yeah, just enjoy streaming for what it is, and you'll meet some amazing people. But I told Pasta that way back when, where I was just like, yeah, just enjoy, you know, talk like the world's there, and he's just like, I can't do that. I have to have people there. If people are not there, then it's not worth it. And I told him this, and maybe this is why he doesn't talk to me anymore, but that's a mentality of somebody who dived into streaming just to get full-time and just to, like, make it big, and when it failed, they're just giving up. Like, no, you need to just have fun and make the memories with other people first. And once after all those memories are made and, you know, you start slowly building out the community, there's some people who, they get big immediately within, like, a week. But a lot of us, it takes years. It takes years, and you have to have a focus on it. I thought that was a red shell. That's fine. And heck, like, the 100% the videos that I want to make, once they get made, whenever that happens, oh, I absolutely know that they're not going to be making, like, 100,000 views or 1,000,000 views or anything. They'll probably maybe make 100. Maybe. That's fine. It's content that I want to exist, so it's there. That is where I am at, so. I don't know, and maybe some people might say that's like a bad mentality to have, but maybe it's because of my own personal bias. I feel like I probably have one of the best mentalities of streaming for any small streamer. Hands down. And yes, I get depressed, and yes, I have anxiety and stuff, but that's also more of my family and my real life stuff. Streaming usually doesn't affect that unless I'm playing Dead by Daylight as Killer. If I'm playing Killer in Dead by Daylight, then yes, I'm having a horrible time. But I did also have another idea. Like, also, I'm very much an ideas person, so I just want to turn them into fruition, which is why it's annoying that yesterday I didn't get anything done, because it was stupid. So we played Hamtaro Him Heartbreak 2 days ago, right? I had to like speed through the game to get it. I am actually, so like I don't really have too much interest in like actually speedrunning, because a lot of the games that you see speedran, there are some that are like skill based, right? But I do feel like a lot of the games that get speedran is just like, let's find this crazy glitch. All right, use this glitch to completely break the game. Like, I don't know. I've talked about the fact that I would more so rather have like skill-based speedruns compared to using these glitches to make the game easier. Unless like it's a glitch that like could be like universally done, right? I don't know. I have this weird like idea of what I would want speedruns to be. But we played Hamtaro Him Heartbreak, and I just had like the thought of, I wonder if I could speedrun that game. Like, I kind of am actually considering it. I think it would be, if I did truly try, probably I'd probably say like a 4-hour speed run. I guess it depends on if I'm doing like 80% or if I'm doing 100%. If I'm doing 100%, you know, maybe it could be... Yeah, if I'm doing 100%, I think it would be 4 hours. But... Any percent, I could probably do 3. So I was like thinking of like, maybe there's some games like when I finish a game, maybe I just try speedrunning it just to try to get like top 5. Like I don't want to try to get like the world record and everything, but if I can get like maybe top 5, I'd feel like, oh yeah, that's fine. Then move on. Oh yeah, no, there's that Twilight, it's the Twilight Princess one you're talking about where you have to stay next to a door for like a week or something. I think it was like a week. You have to stay next to a door, and after you stay next to the door, you get like, you just slowly phase through it. It's like a 100-hour speed run or something like that. I don't know, it's amusing. It doesn't make too much sense to me, but once again, teach their own. Wait, there's this. Why is it after I drink a Monster, I get tired? Excuse me. There's the oh my gosh, what is it called? There's like the 1 millisecond speedruns of like Civ 6 that exist, like that sucks. That doesn't suck. Ow, that sucks. My coins! I need those. Now there's... ideas like crazy. I'm just filled with ideas. I just want them to get to fruition. I'm sure I'll get there in due time. It's more just the 100% stuff, like I said. Heck, once again, there's the Stardew streams, which I was like, oh, we won't continue this until the first year video comes out. That will be great. And then proceeds to realize that it's not going to happen for a while, so I just need to go back and finish Stardew. Alright, this... That's so mean. Hey! What's the consensus on this map? Like, do people like this map? Do people not like this map? I just phased through a Shy Guy. It feels so confusing. Right on the wave! I don't know, it just feels confusing to ride on. I outsped a red shell. Click. Okay. Ow. This game, or this track, I just don't understand it. That's fine. They keep yawning. I don't want to yawn. I have work later. Also, out of the corner of my eye, I've been seeing my phone light up a bunch of times. So either somebody is messaging me a bunch of Discord, or... Fuck you, I hope you yawn again. Blossy, why? I got blue shelled because of that. I got lightninged because of that. I got bloopered because of that. I lost 3 coins. I've been assaulted in multiple different ways because you told me to yawn. I can't believe this, Blossy. That was a quadruple threat. And I'm yawning again. Connie Doo, thank you so much for the raid. What's up, raiders? Doing a just chatting stream. What were y'all chatting about? What up, raiders? What up, Sir Spade, Connie Raid? What y'all doing? I pressed the button again. I didn't mean to. Generate. Oh, villager. Cool. What up? What up? Welcome, raiders. Hope you're all doing well. I got it, castles. Why is Automod being so mean? It's always Automod. Blame Automod for everything. Automod being dumb. But hello, Connie. How are y'all doing? I think I've asked that about 3 times now for some reason. Redundancy, that name is Kit. Hello, everybody. My name is Katafi. To introduce myself, I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch as well as on YouTube. And I play a bunch of different games. I'm also yawning and coughing. I don't know why. I blame Blossy. But yes, I play a whole bunch of games. And right now, of course, you're watching Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Right, because I'm doing a Mario Kart 8 challenge. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Need to read. My glasses, my prescription. I don't have a good prescription. Hope you're not blaming me. You're good. Hold on a second. New streamer. Day 9. You streamed for day 9. For 9 days, excuse me. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. 3 starring every 200cc map. I've heard that that is a hard challenge. Yeah. Yeah, I have a good day streaming. Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by and rating. Yeah, we're doing, well, I say we, but it's me. I am just 100%ing all of, like, everything, on, that was my bad. So I reset, it's kicking your butt, that's fair. I reset my entire Mario Kart 8 Deluxe file just to actually redo all of this. So I am 100%ing all the cups, 3-starring everything, which we really haven't had any issues, but that's because I've played this game quite a bit. And then we're also going to be beating every 150cc ghost and 200cc ghost, just to do the full vein of 100%. So I wish you the best of luck in your journey. Congratulations. We were just talking about new streamers as well, mostly because, like, I like to help out new streamers as best as I can. I'm not the most social person, but I very much am, like, was telling Chad about just, hey, if you are, you know, new to streaming, I always encourage everyone to get into streaming and just, you know, try it as a hobby and enjoy the time just playing whatever game you want and talking like the world's watching. But I am very much also not a new streamer. I have been doing this for about 8 years as a hobby. So I have been variety streaming for a very, very long time. And I do not regret it a bit. So I hope you continue with your streaming journey. I hope you enjoy all of that. I will check you out at a different, well, I guess when you're back online. And I wish you the best of luck in your 200cc journey of 3-starring everything. I'm starting to become a little bit worried about the 200cc because I remember doing it in the past and not having that much trouble. So I wonder if I'm forgetting something. I feel like I must be forgetting something if people are saying it's super hard, because like Cassie was also saying how hard it was, and that they were never able to do it. Took that a little bit bad, but yeah. MCC cheats. Do they cheat? I don't remember. Once again, I remember on the, before I deleted the file, that other than the booster courses, because I've never played the booster courses, I've like, I have 3-starred all of it. You're so mean, boo. I have 3-starred all of them prior to the booster courses. I don't think it took me that long. But I did also, like, play this game a whole bunch, so that might be the reason? I don't know. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous about it. Like, maybe I'm just misremembering. Like, we have had to, like, reset a few, but that's also just items just messing me up, and that's, you know, it's par for the course. Plus, I'm also trying to get all the, like, even if it is going to take me quite a bit, like, I also need to get all of the coins again. Wait, is it, somebody mentioned this last stream, is it 3,100 coins that I need to max out everything, or is it 5,000? Remember. I don't remember. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of funny the chances of a new streamer rating us. I probably need to get better at rating people. I know that, like, you know, it's cool to like meet new streamers and stuff. I just get, I don't know. It's not even self-conscious. Like, I know I don't like talk too much in other people's streams unless your name is Neko or yeah, pretty much just Neko. So I don't know. Well, actually, no, I don't even talk in Neko streams. I just am in Neko streams, is what it is. So never mind. That doesn't even work in this case because, yeah, I just don't talk in anyone's streams because I'm so, like, I don't know. I just, like, keep to myself. So, like, I know I need to raid more streamers and, like, you know, do better about what is it called? Networking. But I'm so bad at it. Maybe what I should do is, like, I don't know if I should start it with like this stream or so, but like maybe just like have get a list of just like, oh, here's a streamer that would be interesting to like raid, and just like start like slowly compiling a list of who I'd feel like fine raiding, and maybe like seeing like new streamers and raiding them. I don't know. Maybe have like viewers recommend people, or like I guess regulars. I would be more focused on seeing who they would want to raid. Because that's like the other thing is like if you're gonna grow, you do like need to like network. I'm just, once again, I panic too much because like there's people I've once again tried to collab with, and I just get met with the cold shoulder, so you know. Let's see. You start getting ready to sleep. Take care. Later, War. We will be streaming later tonight. I think what the stream tonight's Pal World, right? So I think it's Pal World is the stream tonight. I don't know if I'm doing. I don't know what specifically I'm going to be doing in Pal World today, to be honest. Because so I don't remember if this was directly last stream or if it was the stream prior. When I get up and running around getting ready for work. True. I'm just, I'm being assaulted by a pinball. Anyway. Oh my, how did I live? That pinball wanted me dead. Wow, that was close. Try to work, set up the middle of a town a little later today, right? Nice. Also, this track is really good. JB, I actually don't. I like looked up and I saw that that's what you said. I was like, oh, Waluigi Pinball is a great track. And I'm like, wait, I hope I didn't just read that way later. Oh man, because I like zoned out for a second there. My bad. My brain. No, Power World. Sorry. I might try the mod. I should probably specify, considering that I'm talking about Power World mods, and that could be not good. There is a Pal World mod that Derpy and I have found. So right now the goal is to try to lucky every single pal and get all the alphas, right? That is the goal. However, with the current randomizer like settings that you can do in Pal World, it doesn't exactly work well if we're trying to like, because that's gonna be the only way we get some of the lucky pals is by using that randomizer. So also Morton on the Mach 8 with leaf tires and the Bowser kites. Not too bad. How do I put this? So we need to get some pals, some lucky pals through using the randomizer. However, the randomizer in the game doesn't randomize like bosses, or it randomizes some bosses, but it doesn't randomize like raid bosses and stuff. However, I found on the stream after I was talking about the Ninja Hideaway, but I love the one. I'm so sorry I missed that chat, Jamie. I'm so sorry. No, we found a randomizer mod that actually randomizes every single type of pal, which means that the ones that you can't legitimately get lucky, we will be able to get lucky, considering the by using said mod. And I know some people are gonna be like, but that's cheating. And frankly, because the challenge is to get every pal to be lucky and alpha, I am fine using it because that's going to be the only possible way to do that, considering that as of this point, the developers made it where like legendary pals can't be lucky, and they're like boss encounters, and same with like raid pals. So with the mod that we found, it should allow us to, after numerous repeated attempts, make every single pal lucky. Which I don't know, I might use it today. Like, that's the thing I have to consider, because if I end up doing the mod today, what we'd be using it for is for Maus and Mau Crists, which aren't even legendary or raid-worthy pals, but they're pals that are in such bad positions to get lucky that because it is a randomizer, we could just use it to also work in that aspect. I don't know, there's so many like hypothetical rules that I'm using in this like challenge for Pal World. So like there's nothing like super stagnant, it's just, can it work? So we're gonna do that today. Is I think what I think I'm gonna be doing today is on Pal World, I'm gonna just go through and just see which ones need the randomizer, and then just keep grinding whatever pals we need that need to be lucky. And then later on, we'll do a stream, maybe like once a week until we finish the game. I'll do a stream that's just the randomizer and just grinding the lucky pals there. Or just do it off stream. Ow. I hit a penguino. I mean, it is also possible that I just don't, do it on stream. So, we'll see. Do you look behind you at all, buddy? You do. Okay. And then I also don't work tomorrow, so since I don't work tomorrow, we got longer streams. Oh, today's Tuesday. I don't know if Cassie's still here. Is Lights Out now the mode for Dead by Daylight? I'm assuming that the Lights Out mode just started today. Hard to really say. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that good of a mode, but we'll see. Sorry. Checking the phone, gotta make sure. Ah, I missed. Sorry, I was like, I want to just make sure I'm not getting any like work-related texts. Because since Spring told me to come into work yesterday early, I just want to make sure that there's not another one of those. So I didn't get a chance to check because it was still loading. So I will have to check after this race. Really cruising through these though. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, there's also we were talking earlier about games that are coming out. There's a few other games that are already out that I need to get other than like Splatoon Raiders. So much to do. Need money. That's fine. Oh, I gotta... When I go downstairs later, I gotta check to see if they actually... They bought more tuna. Need to make myself a tuna sandwich. Morton just makes a lot of funny noises, doesn't he? Try First Light. That's the new one that came off, right? It came off. That, you know what I mean. That got released. Yeah. I don't think I've ever played a 007 game. Like, I never played GoldenEye, but like that's on the... Okay, actually, that just reminded me. Also, Jamie, I thought I missed that. That's cool. I did see your game recommendations, and that actually is something I do want to talk about. So there is an idea right now of me completely clearing every single, like completing every single game that's on my Switch. Not every game that exists on the Switch, period, because let's be real, I don't have that much money. But I did have a, oh my gosh, Morton. I did have an idea of wanting to just 100% complete every single Switch game that I own. And then making videos on obviously every single one. There is just a little problem. That which being some of the games on the list I will have to be playing for a third time. Some games on the list are going to take ages to complete. And at the same time, because I want to make 100% videos on all of them, like I need to figure out when the likelihood of that happening would be. If that's something that either Derpy or Sparks want to get done, or if that's something that like need like another editor or something. Like I do want to get like an actual team together, which is what's kind of happening, because that way, I want to make sure that we're all like living, like the team is actually like doing well, and the ideas. I don't want to live lavishly, obviously, but since I'm trying to turn this into an actual like full-time job sort of thing, and I want to just be living quietly and comfortably. And what I mean by comfortably is I don't need to have a freaking hot tub and like a yacht or anything. I just want to live in a small house, just by myself with a significant other, whoever that would be in the future. Well, I hope it would be. Like that's it, right? I don't need to live in a lavish mansion. I just want to like be able to survive. And I want to make sure that the team is at least like properly like funded. So like that's why I have all these ideas, and why it like really is hurting me that I just wasted yesterday. Like I really should have gotten more shit done. That being said, there is the idea, and what I really do want to do, of 100%ing every single game that I have for the Switch and Switch 2. Because also that is the only console that I have right now. Also, Lakitu is our next one. Lakitu on the Flame Rider. So we get to use a bike after however long. The roller wheels. And the plane glider. Not that fast, but that should be fine. But obviously, like, there's all my, like, PC games that I do actually want to get through. I do believe that we can actually get through all of them, being completely honest. If I were to do things full-time, like, I do absolutely believe we can get through all of them. But for right now, like, the big goal is focusing on the Switch. Here is the question, though, that I propose. Do I count the expansion games for the Switch? I think the answer is yes, but I just wanted to get chat's opinion. So, like, there's, like, the Sega Genesis games, there are, Nintendo 64 games, there's GameCube games, there's Game Boy games. So that means, like, by completing those games, I don't need to find myself, like, an actual, like, physical copy of said games. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it means that, like, we can complete them on the Switch and then, like, talk about the Switch port for said game. I think a lot of those games will not take any time at all to beat. So do I want to like, I think I will include them in, like, completing on the Switch, but I wanted to see what chat's take on it was. Hi, Cassie. Welcome back. There's... I think I will like include them in the list. So like Jamie recommended on the Discord to do Mario Kart World and Star Fox for the Switch. I do own Mario Kart World, and we will be doing that. I wouldn't say immediately after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is 100%, but pretty soon after. But I do not own the new Star Fox game. So that would be something that I would have to get like far later on. Also, I've only played one Star Fox game, and it's one that wasn't even supposed to be a Star Fox game. So, I think Star Fox 64 is also on like the minis. So a lot of games to get through, and I do want to just get through all my backlog and 100% all of them. And I think we definitely can. It's just, once again, it's going to take the time, and I really would like to make the videos on it. Oh man, my head's starting to kill me. Oh. I don't know what just happened. The side of my head just started throbbing with pain. That's fine. Be okay. That is a blue shell. Please, blue shell, don't do this to me. That's not a horn! That guy's catching up. Need an ice pack? Probably. Probably just need food is what it is. Honestly, we're doing just fine. Ooh, good old Lakitu. Doing Lakitu things. I like how I'm like saying I want to finish games like as fast as I can, 100% them as quick as I can, and meanwhile, Pal World, all lucky pals. It's like, oh. Where's that show? Are you talking about the races in Mario Kart? The bots, yeah. You know, have I ever raced Cube in Mario Kart? Like, I think we talked about it last time because Cube won a tournament for Mario Kart. But I don't, like, thinking more on it, I don't know if I actually, like, I think we did race a bit in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't know if I've actually, like, raced him recently. Show. Yeah, no, Cassie, I think when you were away, we were talking about when we got raided, there is the 200cc. Like, people having trouble with it, but I don't recall it being difficult. I guess I'll wait and see. I don't know if we're going to be able to do a 200cc race today. We have to finish the rest of 100cc in the next hour and a half. So that way I'm done before I go to work. Yeah, no, so I did it in the past. Once again, I deleted my save file, which is why we're redoing all of them. So I'm pretty sure I did all of the 200cc stuff in the past for the base game, just not the booster packs, and I just don't remember them being that hard. But, like, based on the fact that... I thought you played them already? No, we did... So we completed 50cc last stream, and then I did a few 200cc stuff. I didn't do all of them. I've just been doing 200cc at like the end of streams just because they're really fast to do. And then I still have the 150cc and the 200cc ghosts to beat. I think the 200cc ghosts are the only ones that I feel a little bit worried about. Just because I'm going to need to learn, like, what everyone does. Puns intended. What? There was a pun? Why am I not seeing the pun? Where's Neko when you need her to tell me what the pun is? Because it goes by fast. Oh, I thought you said something. What was the pun? No, my pun was not intended. Me saying that, I didn't even realize it. You're so silly. Boy. I'm in the steaking bar, I got debts, I'm a debaser all my life. Saturn's about to make love and I've just a heartbreaker, cause I won't let him take it when I'm out and I'm staking in the rain. I'm taking you a personal... That was a banana mushroom! That mushroom was a banana, and that banana was a mushroom. I have been lied to. I thought that was a mushroom banana, and it was a banana mushroom. Please! Oh. Why am I being jumped? Y'all, we need to make Neko's theme song on stream, Andromeda by Gorillaz. Just saying. It's a great song. Ooh. Riches! Ah! Already pre-rolling. Alright. I think it... Have I just gotta know, and this goes for anybody in chat. Have I talked about the Mercedes Waluigi story? Oh, the Master Cycle. That's cool. We don't have Wiggler though yet, right? We still don't have Wiggler. Okay. Still the roller tires, and we got the flower glider now. Mercedes Waluigi. So, story time, and I am going to try not to be as descriptive as the joke was. So I think it was originally a Blaze community joke. This was a joke because we played a lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in Blaze's server, but I like was always laughing at the fact that like there was Mercedes-Benz in the game. And I don't remember what led to it, but then came the joke of a Mercedes Waluigi, which was Waluigi running a dealership for Mercedes-Benz. However, he did not want money, and the way I ended up winning races was because people were laughing too hard over the fact of what Waluigi wanted, and I did my best Waluigi impression I could while trying to sell specifically Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi Mercedes. And that was a wild joke that ran for probably the entire time we played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in that server. Or I think it was just Mario Kart 8 first, but then it was Deluxe. Let's just say that Mario didn't need Peach anymore, and Luigi didn't need Daisy anymore. I don't remember where Yoshi came into all of this, but Waluigi was supposed to do anything possible to sell a Mercedes, and he made no money. Why is my name being said? The problem was that people were laughing so hard because like every race would be being like, it's Waluigi! Waluigi here to save the Mercedes! Oh, Mario! It's like, sorry, that was my worst Waluigi impression, but yeah. Cassie, we need to chat with him right now. What do you mean? What did I miss? Nothing. Cassie missed the entire story. It's fine. But yeah, no, that was a Mercedes Waluigi, and it was I think the one way I was winning like any match back then is because I was making people laugh too hard. You don't get it? Waluigi was selling your sleep deprived, then go get sleep, Castles. The whole joke was the fact that Mercedes, instead of getting money, was blowing Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi to sell Mercedes. That was the whole joke. This was like 10 years ago or something like that. So like this was before the days of the stream. I believe 9 years ago, 10. But no, that was the entire joke. Get 5 and woke up at 10 wide awake. Well, please try to get some sleep. I think there was also the running joke when we were talking about that Luigi, or Waluigi, if you wanted to buy a car, like, he wouldn't sell to Peach or Daisy, so he would refer them to Wario. But then I don't think I came up with more of the joke after that. So that was all in the past, and now Waluigi is a respectable Mercedes salesman. It's why he lives in a mansion and Wario is in jail. Waluigi! Waluigi make the big bucks! You know, just on me, in Peach's Garden, there's a... That was... Okay, no, there's Mario. I was gonna say, in Peach's Garden, there's a hedge of Peach and a hedge of Daisy, but I didn't see Mario, and there's Mario right there. Mario's isolated to his own island. Hit the wrong button. Excuse me. I'm just perpetually tired. There's probably some medicine that can help me, like, stay awake or something, or, like, sleep better. Oh, nice shot. Oh, you know what? There was a conversation I had with my dad like a while back. It was one of the times that he was like calling me fat a bunch and so on and so forth. And every time I told him that I only eat once a day, he would call me a liar and ask why I'm fat. And you know, there's so much that goes on with that whole argument. But like, due to him not believing me when I say that I only eat once a day, he's like, just to prove that, like, you're eating more than, like, once a day, and if you're always hungry, I have this medicine, I don't know where he got it, like, I don't know if it's prescribed to just him or something, but, like, he pulls out these, like, random pills. I've not taken one, I'm just gonna be honest here, and he's just like, yeah, I can give you these pills, and then you're just not gonna be hungry, and then we'll see you lose weight. And I'm like, I don't want the sketchy pills. Because even if you start, you need to work it out. Yeah, no, and I know. Spring said that at some points, like, hopefully him and I can start going to the gym. Just so I could get encouraged to work out. I mean, I definitely don't want to be going to frickin' gym with my brothers who are just assholes, so. But I also don't want to go alone because then I'll feel like out of place. I mean, my dad also wants to give me the, whatever it's called. It's like the prescription pill that, like, just forcibly causes you to lose weight. Just so... I think the reason for it is because just so that way my mom doesn't have a son that she has to be sad about because he's fat, which is like, thanks. I'm gonna be honest, I was scratching my back. I just forgot to drift. So I just drove off the world right there. Waluigi falls in the cosmos forever. That's what he gets for selling those Mercedes. He's a respectable businessman. He's a businessman with standards. Sorry, if you've watched Resident Evil 5, you'll know what I'm referring to. And Ricardo Irving. I'm a businessman with standards. Why? I'm being enraptured. Ba-da-ba-dum, bam-ba-bam, ba-ba-ba-bam, ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That was such an early drift. Let's try that again. All right, do we have enough time, chat, to get through the last parts of the 100cc races? I can skip this. I know I can. Yeah. Single player. 100cc. Next up was Daisy. We already saw that last time, Cassie. I don't have the Mercedes. I did legitimately roll the Mercedes, by the way, next. I don't have that. No. Wanted to see it. We don't have the time, but maybe later. The Waddle Wing. All right, cool. We're in the varmint. You can see it on the previous stream. I thought Waluigi could sell Mercedes to Daisy. That's why Daisy doesn't have a Mercedes. There's Waluigi. Daisy, why'd you ram your bike into Waluigi? Kill him, Daisy. Kill Waluigi. Dang. Waluigi didn't do anything wrong, probably. Is this Italy? Is that where we are right now? Feels like Italy. Hi, Waluigi. Hi, everyone else. I thought you were in Germany. You might be in Germany. No, we're in Amsterdam. We're in neither of those places. I just saw a sign that says "Welcome to Amsterdam." That was crazy. I am Daisy. I am Daisy. I am Daisy. I am Daisy. I bless the rains down in Africa. Wah, 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 wah. Dude, it's the little, look at the little feet scenes again. Dude, I love this map specifically for the waddling piranha plants. Like, look at them. Look at their little feet. Their little feet go tap, 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 tap. Look at them. It looks like they're wearing some pajama pants. They just got it like hiked up a little bit too high. So that's why they're doing the little waddle. Look at that. Oh, they're so adorable. They got places to be. I'm not making fun of them. I just think they're adorable. Also, if they got places to be, they wouldn't be blowing a banana and a mushroom. Only for Waluigi. I deserve all of that. I really do. I find it odd though that the lightning actually hits them. No! Please! I'm too beautiful to die! Daisy did it! I love how like the last place drivers, I haven't really commented on this, but the last place drivers are the ones that like are just everywhere, right? They're moving up and down and they're like fighting for last place. Meanwhile, up at the front, no changes whatsoever. Oh no, not a snowboarding accident. I'm gonna be honest, my eyes like glazed over. Like the tiredness like overtook me like slightly. I just zoned out, let my eyelids like droop, and I just let that happen. That's Shy Guy's never going to snowboard ever again. His kneecaps have been taken. I'm sorry, chat. They'll get replacement knee surgery later. If I hit that same Shy Guy again, dude would need new legs. Then I hit him at the same time for the third time, dude just needs a new body. Ooh. I need food. I jumped over the dash pad. Alright, cool. Oh, the yawning of a kit. That hurt. My feelings have been hurt. You know what? I did it. We are so far ahead of everybody else. Ooh. Apparently Daisy's the best. Waluigi, no! Peach has now passed Waluigi. Peach gets more. I think Waluigi truly has been destroyed. Dude, the best track. This has been the best track. This is my favorite track. That's Yoshi's Story. Yoshi's Island. All the above. Poochie's there, dude! I didn't even see Poochie last time. Now it's the Stilt guys. Can we steal the children over there? For those who don't know, those children can be stolen in Yoshi's Island. Now we're gonna go to Yoshi's Island and look into the sky and fly so high. It looks to be some red coins, they're getting away, and now we're gonna be really sad. Welcome to the cloud room, and there's a block right there. I'm gonna go get this thing, and I missed it because I'm bad. Now we're just gonna go keep going, bottling around. Oh, somebody got it. Look at that. You say lock in, they're right behind me, which is crazy. Steal the children. Oh, Waluigi has just killed Peach. I saw that on the map. His next victim? Tanuki Mario. The blue shell's next victim, though, is Kit. No! Why would you do this? Let's go! And let's go! Look at the jump! Let's go! Hold on. Alright, we gotta just see if I can do this. No, it just bounces off! No, I wanted the boomerang kids. Look at the blarg. 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 My name is Blarg, and I'm blarging all over ya. Blarg, 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 blarg. Look at the blarg! He's right there! Let me get this. No, I missed! There's a red shell after me! Look at this Yoshi coin. Boop. 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 Luigi beat everybody except for Daisy. Anyway. Oh, we get to be villager again. Bossy, can you look up how many coins I need total in this game, by the way? If you don't mind. Emo villager. We finally got the Wiggler. Appreciate your blossels. I don't have the cart. No, I still don't have a cart. That's not the Mercedes-Benz. The jet bike. Do I have the jet bike? The answer is no. I do have the Streetle, though. We got the Streetle. It's not bad. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5 more cups. For some reason, I thought it was 8. 5 more cups. Can we beat all 5 of those cups before it gets to 230? We're going to be cutting it real close. I don't think we can. Like, what I would have to do... I'd essentially have to I'd have to beat every single track in 3 minutes. I zoned out on that one too. Don't worry about that. Oh, they're crabs. The normal part 2350. Okay. All different types of numbers. That's fine. Parking garage. Or 3100. I think 3100 is the answer. We'll be good. We're zooming along. I really do need to figure out that what I'm doing for lunch before I go to work. Because if I don't figure that out, I am going to be hungry. I was told that I could make a Nutella sandwich. How good is the Nutella sandwiches, chat? Also, what do I even put in a Nutella sandwich? Is it just Nutella and bread? Do I have to dip it in cooking oil first and put it on open flame? Nutella and banana. You don't like Nutella? I don't know what. I've never had it, so I was just told that like that was an option. I thought Nutella's... Is it like nutty chocolate? Is that what it is? Oh, my stomach! Oh, excuse me. Tired kid. Banana, chocolate, and peanut butter. That sounds really good, though. I like eating peanut butter from the tub. Dude. Female villager is sassy. She's laughing at everybody as she blocks red shells. Oh, yeah. It's like you could do that either banana or strawberry or whatever. What if I just put Nutella on bread? Is that fine? Do I need to have a fruit or do I have to be healthy? Well, I'll do. Look at everyone cheering on the rafters. And then we do this. And now we're up here. Dude, this place does not give coins at all. This place still doesn't give coins that much at all. There's a blue shell after me. Again. Give me all the boxes. I missed all the coins. I missed all of them. There's another blue shell after me. Chat, there's more blue shells. Why am I not being warned about the blue shells? You know that I'm just getting super sleepy at this point. I had such a good sleep though. I don't know why I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? Hopefully I'm awake enough for later tonight. Just food. Maybe I could watch some more Dropout before I go to work. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe, should I just do one more, like, cup after this, and then 200cc, and then call it? And then we'll finish 100cc next time we stream this game, and then 150cc we should be able to kind of breeze through. I didn't even realize, was this song always a banger? I don't know what is going on, but this is like such a cool place. Little Tokyo. Don't assault me. Chinatown. No, bro. Oh, there's water! More water! Hey, Shy Guy. That Shy Guy was having a great time. Oh my gosh, it's so done again. I'm trying to lock in. I really am, but oh my gosh, I am like, what? That is like the most static Goombas. What the heck? I'm trying to lock in. Okay, I'm trying to lock in. Is it possible that maybe my brain is finding the game boring? Like, is that it? Here, let's switch to 200cc. Thank you for the hydrate. I do have water. Let's try 200cc and see if that wakes me up. What was the 3 things I need to use for 200cc? It's the bitty buggy and 2 other things, right? We will go with Baby Daisy again. It was the bitty buggy. I think it was like any glider. Was it with the off-road wheels or the slick wheels? Roller wheels. Got it. Yeah. Okay, yep. You know what? Hold on. I think y'all want the Waddle Wing. Let's do the Egg Cup. And then we'll do the Leaf Cup, and then we should be fine. I think then we can call it for today. Alright, Kit! Lock in. No time to be tired. See, now that it's like fast like this, oh, it just feels so much better. See, like, this is called domination, chat. Oh, was it the parachute also? I just did the waddle wing because that's fun. Sorry, I just stopped paying attention again for a little bit. And just like that, piece of cake. I feel like we're really good. Does anyone else get the feeling that, like, I'm just chilling? Like, this is just cruising. I have no idea how I'm about to do this one. Like, just go straight and hope for the best. Fucked up. There's a... Don't mind me, I'm flying away. Don't mind me, I'm flying away again. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we've spent more time in the air than on the ground, absolutely. I agree. I feel like I did really good. I feel like we're doing great. What do you think, chat? Good? Bad? This one's gonna be tough. This one I actually do see myself having some trouble with. I flew off in the wrong direction. Okay, interesting. Should be fun. Seriously? Oh, this is actually bad. Piggy. Excuse me. Sorry. I have no coins, but we win. Wow. That was like a major lock-in moment. Like Iggy was like not letting go, and then Baby Luigi just showed up. Interesting. I have no coins. I just needed any coins. I think what really messed me up though was just like falling off on the side and then not having anything else. Okay, let's try to see if we can get some. Dude, get out of my way, Baby Luigi. Oh, we're close, we're close, we're close. This is just like lock-in central. Like this really feels like that's where I'm at right now. Is just I gotta keep locking in to do like everything. Dude, Baby Peach took the shortcut. I just watched that. That's fine. Look at this. Baby Peach is like right behind me. I did notice the red shell, so we're good. Alright, cool. Easy. Piece of cake, piece of cake. Dude, Baby Peach, though, on our tail. Baby Peach was like right there. That was crazy. Alright. Another one down. I can do one more. 3 stars. 1 more left to go. Grand Prix. 200cc. Baby Daisy. That. Alright. Baby Park 200cc. This is gonna be fun. See, now I'm wide awake because, like, the 100cc stuff is like, oh, this is just boring. But, like, this is keeping me intrigued. Don't mind me. I'm going fast. I'm gonna need to brake. Actually, no, what? No, I need to just cut my corners. Yeah, just cut my corners. I see, dude, who is second place? Who is in second place right now? Who do I have to look out for? Is this a red shell after me? I don't even know. It wasn't Yoshi. No, I killed somebody else with that? Oh, that's bad. I'm in second. Who's in third? Who is my competition? I don't know who my competition is. Who is my competition? I don't know. Who is my competition? Link. Okay. I don't even know, man. I saw I was second for like half a second. And I was really concerned. Okay, Link's on the Master Cycle. Jeez, okay. G's and G's. That's where I'm at right now. Woo! Please, please, again, please, the third time. I'm just getting saved by like all of the bananas. Oh my lord. Okay. Ooh, that's good. Chilling. Ow. Don't worry about that. Excuse me. Woo! Oh man, we are cruising. There's a lot of like focus going on. It is a crazy, crazy time. Like super, super crazy. Holy moly. I think I'm just gonna take the safer options. Like I think I'd rather play safe to not have to redo. I want everyone to know that I did try. I am being assaulted by multiple shells! Blue shell, please! No! Stop! Please? Okay, I'm on the water, I'm on the water, I'm on the water. So we still have a little bit of forward momentum. Okay. I have no coins. Please speed up, thank you. No way! I didn't even see that banana! Oh, baby Luigi's back behind me! I need to do this. Okay, purple. We're good. We're good. No, blue shell! No! No! Baby Luigi just beat me. No! Fucking hell, dude. Blue shell right at the end. Damn. That wasn't even me playing bad. That was just the fact that I got blue shelled. That's fair. That'll happen. That'll happen. I was doing really well, though. I was doing really, really well. They just... Red shells in full force. Red shells in full force and then 2 blue shells. Like, I think in 200cc, if you see a blue shell, like, you just know it's in a bad time. Hold. Come on. I think that blue's probably red shells for me. Still don't know who my competition is. Who's my competition? Was it Rosalina or was it Villager? It was Baby Peach. Oh, Baby Peach was so far away. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Baby Park is not too bad. 200cc. Cheeseland's also not that bad. You just gotta be on top of things. Like, I do think that the big issue that we'll run into is... Oh, shoot. Is, like, blue shells and red shells. I cannot believe I survived that. I am also breaking. Where... How did a banana get there? Who threw a banana in such a pristine location? Come on. Dude, how? How did you... Do you just have mushrooms? You just ignored that banana. Come on. Like, they're just taking the shortcuts that I don't think they should be able to. Ow. Just go, just go. They're all behind me. No, that was a wrong drift. That was a wrong drift. Where did you come from? Where did you come from? It is fair. It is fair. No, 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 no. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, first place. Woo! Okay, a little bit stressed, a little bit stressed. Morton somehow just kind of showed up. Good for you. Okay. Okay, so this one we lost because of blue shells. So let's see if we can win this now. Like, I'm so surprised that they all just, like, showed up. Gotta... Okay, we got a mushroom. That's actually huge. I'm actually gonna keep this mushroom. Any of those. If we could take the shortcut, I think we'll be set. I did not take the shortcut proper. And I got hit by... okay. I'm keeping this. I am keeping this. Dude, so many bananas. Where did you come from? They're behind me. Wasted. We're fine for now. It's fine. Speed. It's behind me. Need. Okay, got it. We're chilling. Oh, okay, we got distance. We have distance. We have distance. We have distance. No! Okay, we're good. No blue shell. Well, I mean, we did get hit by one blue shell, but we were fine. We were fine. Okay. Animal Crossing's last. I think if I recall, in 200cc, you're fast enough to go past the last part in 200cc, I think. Ah, too early. No, we're fine. Okay. Summer. Prime. Okay, we're good. That was a noise I just made. That was an absolutely a noise I just made. I don't know if I like that. I was like thinking there's a tree. I can't believe I made that jump. I'm just trying to play this safe, chat. The last one for today, like... I don't know why I just put that there. That's fine. It still got somebody. I'm gonna take the long way. All right, we're good. Woo, okay, first set of 200cc races done. 3-starred, not bad at all. Ooh, that was a little rough, not gonna lie. I mean, so far we've had to like redo like every other cup once. So 1900 coins, not too shabby. If we take a look, so yeah, 6 so far, 3-starred, and then just got 4 more left here. And then 150cc mirror left, and then we also, of course, have the time trials still. I do want to see what our new thing is. We did get the peach parasol. Okay, cool. So, progress still being made. We will get this all done in due time. So... so next time we do the stream for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 100cc will be finished. I'd imagine we'd get the first half of 150cc done, and then we could do like 2 more of 200cc. I'm doing this in my brain right now. I think this will take about 5 more streams, is what I'm assuming? Presuming. Assuming? I guess it's assumed. Yeah. But no, we did fine. We did fine. Not too difficult. I think the one, so sorry if I go do this real quick. Like if we were to look at all of the different courses, right? These ones shouldn't be that bad. Like I feel very confident. Like Neo Bowser City might be a little bit rough just to like muscle memory, but like we should be fine there. I think that the Ninja Hideaway here is going to be terrible. I think this one will take us probably the most amount of time. That and like all these, maybe the Wii Rainbow Road. I've played Wii Rainbow Road enough though, where it should be okay. 3DS Rainbow Road actually might be a little bit tough. Who knows? But yeah, like, getting through all the 200 ones, I think will be fine. We still have yet to play as Birdo, as Wiggler, as Peachette, and as Diddy Kong. So we haven't even played as like those new characters yet. Monkey's still here though. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Breaking is crucial, as they say. So that's gonna be it though for the stream for right now. I will be back later tonight, where we will be playing some Pal World and working on 100%ing or getting all the luckies in that one. But yeah, should be good there. When's the next? Sorry, I just want to check. So next Mario Kart stream is going to be Wednesday night. So that should be fine. Yeah. We will finish 100cc. We'll start 150cc. Honestly, since it's at night, I probably might make the stream a little bit longer. We might actually finish all of 150cc that stream as well. So should be good. Should be good. We should be chilling. Yeah, not much really else to say. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Once again, thank you to Kanidu for the raid earlier. I really appreciate it. But thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katafi. I'll see you all next time for some more Reddit gaming. See you all later. Peace. Bye, everyone.